had an amazing op-ed on the legal pitfalls of diversity training at schools and what warnings there are to the nonprofits. Tell us a little bit about what inspired this op-ed, what work you've been doing that brought all this to light.
Yeah, so for the last 2 years, we have been working to eradicate discrimination from America's K through 12 public schools, right? So in other words, critical race theory, that's a big piece of what we see happening, segregation, things that are just flatly unconstitutional. And as we're doing that, we're also hearing from the parents that they are encountering this, obviously in the workplace, and from the philanthropy community, that, you know, they are being kind of shunned, silenced if they want to support anything dealing with fighting against this discrimination. And so we're really just trying to get out there and make sure that they know that they have allies, they have people fighting for them, and how to take what we're doing to challenge this in the K through 12 school space and challenge it in the workplace, challenge it when they have people that are threatening to pull their funding if they don't do what they want in terms of engage in this segregation and this discriminatory content. So we're really just trying to educate people out there and let them know that they have a voice and that they do have the Constitution on their side.
Yeah, I love that. And it's so important for people to realize that. But I also think that there's a constitutional and a legal way to do some type of diversity training, but so often it centers around this oppressed, oppressor notion. And there are ways that it's beneficial. You know, you can talk about other cultures and highlight some of the wonderful things about cultures. If that was diversity training, I think that would be helpful. But this concentration and this emphasis on oppressed and oppressor outside of the legal aspect of it just seems like it divides us even more.
You're exactly right? What you've taken is the idea that maybe we should have diversity of thought, which we should have diversity of thought, and we should learn from each other's experiences. And instead, it's pitting racial groups against each other. And that is what diversity training has become. There is no room for discussion, right? We have a lawsuit going on in Missouri where we represent teachers who are suing their school district for an anti-racist training that they were required to take. If they didn't take it, their pay was docked. And in this training, they're being told that color blindness is a form of white supremacy, that MAGA is a form of white supremacy, that if they do not believe that white people and black people are in opposition to each other, and that one is the oppressor and the other is the oppressed, then they are white supremacists. That is not what diversity is. That is not what diversity training should be. There is a way to promote the idea that we are all different and can learn from each other in a productive way. And that's simply just not what's happening in our schools and in our companies across our country right now.